Hello students, welcome to the lesson students. How are you all? I hope you all are well and fine at your home. So students, after completing our previous chapter, today I am going to start with the next chapter, and the chapter name is Speed, Distance and Time. So students, in this chapter we are going to discuss about the relation between these three terms: speed, distance and time. So very first, what is speed? You might have heard this word every now and then. Speed means something when for example, if you are going to the school and it takes 40 minutes to reach school from your home. Maybe when you are going with your cycle, you take 40 minutes to reach your school. Now what if you will go with a bike? Then you will reach the school in just 20 minutes. That means earlier when you are going with cycle, you are taking 40 minutes. Now you are taking only 20 minutes while going with the bike. So what is the reason behind this difference in the timing? Why you take less time on bike and more time with cycle? In that case, the main reason is the speed of these two vehicles. When you are riding a bicycle, your speed is less, so that's why you take more time. Whereas when you are going with the bike, your speed is more, so that's why you take less time for that. Okay students, so this is about speed. If you are going with a high speed, you will take less time. If you are going with a low speed, then you will take more time. But distance, it is fixed. Distance is always same. Like if you are going from your home to school, even if you are going with the cycle, the distance is same. Even if you are going with a bike, then also the distance is same. Only relation is between time and speed. Speed is more, time will be less. And if speed is less, then time will be more. It will take more time to cover the distance. So from here, the very first thing is a relation between speed, distance and time. And for the speed, the definition of speed says, speed is the amount of distance covered per unit time. So how much distance an object is covering in unit time, that will give the value of its speed. So if I write it in the formula form, so speed is equals to distance upon time. Speed is equals to distance upon time. In short, we can write S is equals to D upon T. This is your formula for, or you can say this is your relation between speed, distance and time. Speed is equals to distance upon time. The same formula you can write in terms of D also. So from here, if I have to find the value of distance, so distance will be equals to speed. Speed is here, time will get multiplied on this side. So distance will be equals to speed into time. This is an alternate form and the relation of these three terms. Similarly, the same equation in terms of time, we can write time is equals to, now this time will go here in the numerator and speed will shift in the denominator. So time will be equals to distance upon speed. So these are the three relations, or you can say three different formulas for calculating the three different quantities, whether it is speed, distance or time. You can use these formulas to solve the questions given in your book exercise. Now, apart from this, if speed is a quantity, then there must be some unit to this quantity also. It's very obvious. If we measure distance, then it is in meter or kilometer. If we measure time, then it is either in seconds or in hours or in minutes also. So in that case, the SI unit of speed, if we talk about the SI unit of speed, then speed is equals to, what is the formula? Distance upon time. So what is the basic unit of measurement of distance? So we mostly measure the distance in kilometers and we measure time in hours. So in that case, the unit of speed will become kilometer per hour, or sometimes it is meter per second. These are the two forms of unit in which we measure speed, either in kilometer per hour or meter per second. These are the two basic form of units for the term speed. Clear, students? Now students, after completing all this part, now if in case some value is given to you, suppose 20 kilometer per hour is given to you, and it is being said that convert this value from kilometer per hour to meter per second. To meter per second. So in that case, we can do it in an easy manner. Very first, 20 kilometer per hour means 20 upon 1. 20 is the distance covered and 1 is the hour. That means time. So 20 kilometer. So converting kilometer to meter. How many meters are there in kilometer? 1 kilometer? 1000. So we will multiply 20 by 1000. Similarly, converting 1 hour to seconds. So how many seconds make 1 hour? There are 60 minutes in 1 hour, and in every minute there are 60 seconds. So that will be 60 multiplied by 60. So basically 1 kilometer is equals to 1000 meter, and 1 hour is equals to 60 into 60 seconds. So in that case, your relation will be like this. This is your conversion part, and now you have to simplify the term. So 2 of the zeros cancelled here. You are left with 200 upon 6 multiplied by 6. Dividing it one more time. Dividing it by 2, you will get 100 here. Dividing it by 2, you will get 3 here. Dividing one more time. 2 3s are and 2 50s are. So your answer is 50 upon 9 meter per second. Either you can leave it in the fraction form or you can convert it into decimal form. So this is how you can convert the unit of the speed from one form to another, that is kilometer per hour to meter per second. Similarly, we can do the conversion from meter per second to kilometer per hour, or kilometer per hour to meter per minute also, in the similar manner. So now students, we will take some questions from your book exercise and let us check out what is the solution to those questions. So students, let us take some question from your book exercise, and the first question says, find the speed if distance is 4800 meter and time is 24 seconds. So this is our first question. Let's check out the solution for this question. So the question says you have to find the speed when distance is in meter and time is in seconds. That means the speed which we will calculate will come in the terms of meter per second. So very first, distance equals to 4800 meter. So it is 4800 meter. Time is equals to 24 seconds. So calculating the speed here. So speed is equals to distance upon time. So that will be equals to 4800 upon 24. 24 ones are 24, 2s are 48, and the 2 zeros. So that means what is our speed? The speed is 200 meter per second. This is our speed, 200 meter per second. Clear, students? Now coming to the second question, in which you have to express speeds in. Very first part, the speed is given 144 kilometer per hour and you have to express it in meter per second. We just have to convert the speed given in kilometer per hour to meter per second. So let us check out the solution for this question. So speed is given, speed is equals to 144 kilometer upon 1 hour. Can I write it as 144 kilometer per hour as 144 kilometer, that means distance, and the distance covered in 1 hour. So that means the time is 1 hour. Now we have to convert into meter per second. So very first we will convert kilometer to meters. So how many meters make 1 kilometer? 1 kilometer is equals to 1000 meter. And similarly, 1 hour is equals to 60 multiplied by 60 seconds. So let's convert it. 144 multiplied by 1000. Converted the distance from kilometer to meter. And similarly, 1 hour we have to multiply by 60 into 60 to convert it into seconds. Clear, students? Now simplify the term. 0 and 0. 2 of the zeros cancelled out here. Simplifying with 6. 6 ones are. Simplify here. 6 twos are 12 and 6 fours are 24. Dividing up by this 6. 6 ones are 6 fours are. So we are left with 4 multiplied by 10. That is 40 meter per second. So this is the conversion of the speed 144 km per hour to meter per second. So we can see that 144 km per hour is actually equals to 40 meter per second. Clear, students? Coming to the second part. In the second part, you have to convert from meter per second to kilometer per hour. Fine. So now the speed is given in meter per second and we have to convert it into kilometer per hour. So once again, speed is equals to 15 meter upon 1 second. So that means 15 meter of distance covered in 1 second. Now, since we are converting a smaller unit to a bigger unit, meter is a smaller unit and kilometer is a bigger unit. Since we are converting a smaller unit to bigger unit, as we have already done in the conversion part of measurement of length, that when we are converting a smaller unit to bigger unit, we divide it by the multiples of 10. So here, since 1000 meter make 1 kilometer, so I will be dividing it by 1000. And similarly, to convert seconds into hour, I will divide up here by 60 and 60. So basically, when I am dividing this term by 60 and 60, it will go in the numerator, and when I am dividing this term, it will go in the denominator. Clear, students? Now let's simplify the term. So here 2 of the zeros cancelled out. Simplifying here with the term 5. 5 threes are 5 twos are. Simplify here 2 threes are 6. So we are left with 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 6. 3 threes are 9 multiplied by 6. So it is 54 kilometer per hour. So that means 15 meter per second is actually equals to 54 kilometer per hour. So this is the conversion unit. You can also say that both the terms are equal. So this we are using in the terms of mathematics, that 15 meter per second is actually equals to the numerical value of 54 kilometer per hour. Clear, students? Coming to the third part, in which you have to convert 66 km per hour to meter per minute. Not in seconds, but only into its minute form. So in that case, the speed given to us, very first we'll write that. So speed is equals to 66 kilometer covered in 1 hour. Now convert kilometers to meter. So for that we will multiply 66 by 1000. And now we have to convert 1 hour to minutes only, not into the seconds. So how many minutes make 1 hour? Yes, 60 minutes. So we will simply multiply this term 1 by 60. Earlier we were converting 1 hour to seconds, so that's why we have multiplied by 60 and 60. Here we are just converting hours to minutes, so we will multiply only by 1 of the 60. So that is 1 hour converted into minutes, so it is 1 into 60. Now let's simplify here. 1 of the zeros are cancelled here. 6 ones are 6 11s are. So it is 11 multiplied by 100. So that is 1100 meter per minute. So this is your conversion part from 66 km per hour to meter per minute. So hence we can say that 66 km per hour is equals to 1100 meter per minute. Clear, students? So I hope all these calculations and all these conversions are clear in your mind. Coming to the next part, there is an important question. This is a statement question in your book exercise, and the question says a train leaves New Delhi at 19:15 hours. So this is the time in 24-hour clock, 19:15 hours, and arrives Mathura at 22:05 hours. So that is the reaching time. This is the starting time and this is the reaching time. The distance between the two stations is 144 kilometers. So find the speed of the train. So you have to find the speed. Distance is clearly mentioned here, but what we have to do, we have to calculate the time from the starting and the ending point. Right, students? So let's start the solution. Very first, distance is given to us, distance which is 144 kilometer. So to calculate time, what is the starting time? The starting time is 19:15 hours. So we will convert it into 12-hour clock. From 24-hour clock to convert into 12-hour clock, subtract 1200 from the given time. So here, when you will subtract here 19:15 minus 1200, you will get 7:15. So what is the timing here? It will become 7:15, and since it is subtracted by 1200, so you can write here as PM. So the train started at 7:15 PM from New Delhi. Now the reaching time. The next is our reaching time. So what time it reached Mathura? It reached Mathura at 22:05 hours. Once again converting it into 12-hour clock, from 24-hour clock to 12-hour clock, as we have done already in the chapter of time, that whenever you have to convert 24-hour clock to 12-hour clock, subtract the value by 1200. So subtracting up here, you will get 10:05. Putting a 2 dots here for separating hours and minutes. So once again it will become PM. Clear, students? So now the train started from New Delhi at 7:15 PM and reached Mathura at 10:05 PM. Now we have to find out how many hours and minutes it take from New Delhi to Mathura. Now the difference is equals to 10:05 minus 7:15. Subtracting up here, when you will subtract 10 hours 5 minutes with 7 hours 15 minutes. So when you will subtract here 10:05 and 7:15. Taking a borrow from here, it will become 65 minutes. The 05 will become 65. 65 minus 15 will give you 50, and 9 minus 7, 2. So that means the time taken is 2 hours and 50 minutes. How much time the train took from New Delhi to Mathura? 2 hours and 50 minutes. We have to convert this minutes to hours now. So that will be 2 hours plus 50 upon 60. Converted minutes into hours. 2 of the 0 cancelled out, so it will become 5 upon 6 hours. This is the total time taken by the train to travel from New Delhi to Mathura. Clear, students? Now coming to the second part, and where you have to calculate the speed of the train. So now speed of the train is equals to distance upon time. What is the total distance between the two stations? 144. So it is 144 upon the time, which is 2, 5 upon 6. If I convert this time into improper fraction, so 2 6 are 12 plus 5, 17 upon 6 hours. So that will be 17 upon 6. Now taking this denominator to the numerator, it will become multiply and upon 17. So it will become 144 multiplied by 6 upon 17. When you will multiply 144 with 6, the answer which you will get is 864 upon 17. And when you will divide this term, both the terms, you will get the final answer into the mixed fraction, and that is 50 14 upon 17, and the unit for the speed is kilometer per hour, because the distance was in kilometer and the time which we have calculated in terms of hours. So the speed of the train is 50 14 upon 17 kilometer per hour. So I hope this calculation and the solution is clear in your mind. With this, we have reached the end of this exercise. Thank you for the lesson, students. Have a great day.